We're here with the great comedian Chuck Nice, looking slick as hell. You know how that go, man. We out here lounging, you know, sort of about to go on in a minute, but I want to ask him, you know, one of my 3 questions, man.
Right on.
First things first. I met you a couple of years ago, to be honest, when you were working at Webster Hall.
That's right.
When you were doing the amateur night with them girls, man.
I used to do a show at Webster Hall every Friday night, and the show started at 3 a.m. and women would come up and take off their clothes, and we had an amateur striptease contest, and I was the host. The first time I did it, I'll never forget. They stopped the music at 3 a.m. and I came out on stage, and people wanted to kill me. They wanted to kill me. Like, I'm not talking about like boo. I'm talking like throwing stuff. It was crazy. It was insane. And it was the first time I ever begged the crowd. I've been doing stand-up comedy for a long time. First time I ever begged the crowd to just wait and see what happens. Like, y'all gotta relax, take it easy. Whoa, okay, listen, I'm serious. Take it. Hey, okay,
gotta dodge them bottles, man.
And then we did the show, and the next week when they stopped the music at 3 a.m., everybody started rushing the stage to see, and that's when I knew. I was like, damn, I'm actually pretty good at what I do.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you, man. I remember them days, man. You see some of them girls, some of them were real good, some of them were just real throwaways, man.
Some of them basically were, how can I put it? Because I don't like to be rude to people. I think the word is ratchet.
Yeah. I call them throwaways.
Yeah, throwaway might be another one. Insane might be another. Needy might be another. And how can I say? Disturbing.
Oh yeah.
That's probably the best word, disturbing.
Shaped like bags of Jello, man. I'm telling you.
A bag of Jello, that's a compliment.
I'm telling you.
Like a bag of cottage cheese.
Oh yeah.
And quickly rotting.
Oh, I got a bag.
Quickly rotting bag of cottage cheese.
Oh man, I'm telling you, man. Hold on, man. So also.
Wait.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Go through.
Oh, all right, hold on.
Natural white. A natural white. Go ahead.
Do your thing. You know, sometimes you got the natural edits, man. I got you.
And we keep rolling. See?
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm doing. Well, I mean, after that, man, I started noticing you on VH1, man. You're doing a lot of, you know, one of them shows, man, like the 90s.
Yeah, I've worked for VH1 for a while. Best Week Ever was a big, probably the most popular show, but I've done like 40 Greatest and I Love and all those shows where they put somebody in a box and a talking head and you make jokes.
Yeah.
And, you know, I don't do that anymore for VH1, but I have another show on True TV that is still running called World's Dumbest.
Oh yeah, I don't watch it. Oh, trust me, I watch it too. Believe me.
And then I've hosted other TV shows as well, and I still work for the Today Show, and you know, and let's see, I've so many. I've done so much television now that it's funny because I've done a lot of TV and people know me and they don't know my name. So I kind of like that. Because mostly what happens, especially here in New York, which is kind of a compliment, people look at you and go, oh, yo, you that guy, you that guy. And I'm like, yo, what's up, how you doing? And it's great, because what I found is actually disturbing is when somebody goes, yo, Chuck, and I'm like, hey, and I'm like, wait, I don't know, oh, hi, because I don't know you. So that's a weird thing, but I do like it.
Let me ask you something. Oh, there's gonna be a little sidebar here. Did you ever meet the late great Patrice O'Neal?
I know Patrice, or I knew Patrice. I knew Patrice, yeah. Well enough to, I had his phone number. I guess that means we know each other.
Okay.
So I don't know what that means, but Patrice was a great guy. He's very funny. Probably one of the most cutting-edge comedians, avant-garde. Basically, he was a guy who knew his own truth and had no problem expressing it. I think that's what comedy is. You know your own truth and you have no problem expressing it. That's what I try to do. I think that's what most good comedians try to do.
I feel you, man. That's real good to hear, man. Because I try to make sure I give, you know, much props to all black comedians. You know, they're doing their thing. This is like exactly what we're talking right now. I made sure when I'm on my way there, I had to catch you, man. I wanted to know what you were dealing with. And I know. Oh, do you think? Yeah. All right, well. since a lot of, this door's been opening up for a little while now, let me get one last.
That's all.
Oh, I got you. Right?
People coming from my house.
All right, exactly.
We just finished the orgy.
Okay.
I normally don't partake. I like to watch.
I hear you. You know what I'm saying? Something ocular experience is nice.
How you doing, baby?
Oh, Divergent.
Divergent. That was the movie. You're right. How you doing? Good to see you. A pleasure.
All right, well, let's get to the last question, man. I know you got things to do, man.
Don't worry.
What are you doing right now, man? I got to know, man.
In terms of career?
Career, family life, all that stuff, man. Let me know what
I've
you're
been
doing.
married 17 years. A lot of people don't know that. Been married 17 years to the same woman.
Congratulations, man.
It is congratulations for me and condolences for her. It's a damn shame. I feel bad for her. I tell people all the time, I'm like, all my friends are like, man, you look so happy, man. What's the secret? I'm like, you got to marry the right person. Marry the right person, and that is what I did. My wife fucked up.
I hear you.
Career-wise, I have several things that are working right now. The thing about show business is this: nothing is nothing until it's something.
Oh yeah.
So
till a contract is signed, right?
Yeah, nothing's nothing until it's something. And when I sign on the line, that's when I talk about stuff. I got a bunch of stuff going on. I'm still doing all the stuff that I was always doing. And I have some new things that are happening right now where you can, if you're a fan of science. I do a show with Dr. Neil deGrasse Tyson. It's called Star Talk Radio. It's online as a podcast, and it is also a television show on Nat Geo. So if you're a person who enjoys science, okay, if you're a Benjamin Banneker, that's right, know your history. If you're a Benjamin Banneker, he didn't make clocks. He was a scientist. He was an astronomer, not astrologer, an astronomer. If that's your thing, you should check out that show.
All right, so why don't you give the link?
What's that?
Make sure you give the link.
StarTalkRadio.net.
Right.
StarTalkRadio.net. Check it out.
Right,
and
man,
Neil deGrasse Tyson is probably the world's foremost science communicator. And he is also an astrophysicist. And he is also
that's what we need to know, man. I appreciate that. Look, why don't you give us your contact information? You know what I mean, like your tour dates. You know what I'm saying? If you have all that.
I'm not touring right now, except here in the city. But I don't post when I'm in the city because I don't get paid for that.
Oh, okay.
However, you can always check me on Chuck Nice Comic on Twitter and ChuckNiceComic.com.
All right.
Sorry.
All right, man.
No,
listen.
you're fine, man. That's okay. Just one more person who is leaving the orgy. I live upstairs. How was it? It was a beautiful day. See, you can't beat it. That's what I'm saying.
All right. Well, look. It was a great talking to you, man. Listen, I appreciate it as always, man. Look, much success to you, man. Like, keep on doing your thing. I definitely had to talk to you, man. So, this is Brendan C. Spirit Media. We out of here, man.
Yo, man, peace.
I appreciate it. It's my pleasure, man.